Pada students, this is my second part of today's presentation. Before I start with my presentation, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Master John Edu676. I'm from the island of Bau, but the links to one of So before I start with my presentation, I'll start with my content. So my mostly students I'll be teaching is year 9 basic technology students. The strength I'll be focusing on is hand tools and materials. The duration of my lesson will be 3 hours, and the objectives are identify and create yourself with common basic and hand tools, describe the function of the hand tools components, and the third objective is to use this hand how to use these hand tools appropriately, safely, and to show off your competitions. So my pedagogy for today will be based in my format. The format I've used is formative assessment. So the assessments that are conducted to my classes. So the theories that my pedagogy is based on is basically Benjamin Bloom. For Benjamin Bloom's quote, he says that in order to double check the content learning outcome, which is CLO, formative assessments must be carried out in class. So formative assessment is basically done during class, when you're in class. So whenever you're in class, you actually ask questions for students to actually know what's in the content learning outcome, which is CLO. My second pedagogy is the format used for this pedagogy is basically constructive learning. So for this, students learn when they do things on their own. So basically, for my lesson, it's basically based on hand tools and materials. So for hand tools and materials, you actually teach the students how to use the tools. So for my theories, I've used J and Piaget. So for this theorist, he states that according to him, knowledge is created with the use of ideas and experience. So in order for students to learn, they have to experience stuff. For example, using the hand tools and all of that. Moving on, this is my tools. So this is, as you can see for this slide here, this is a different types of digital learning tool. So for me, my digital learning tool that I'll be based on is basically Quizlet and YouTube. So these are the tools that I'll be using for me to conduct this lesson, the hand tools and materials lesson. So for Quizlet, its main purpose is study aid primarily composed of flashcards. So for Quizlet, you could actually help students to recover their understanding using a flashcard. So it is mostly a form of quiz where you have to remember facts. Basically for Quizlet, it's easier. So the second point is on study sets, they design themselves. Students can produce and subsequently study the questions they create themselves. So for this, teachers and students can actually use this digital learning tool. So the audiences is the teachers and the students. As I've said, teachers and students can use this because it's very easy. The features is collaboration tools, customizable branding, access controls, and permissions. It's very easy to use. Second digital learning tool is YouTube. For my purpose, it's to provide visual understanding and audio context to enhance understanding. Audiences, as I've said, students, teachers, and visual learners, which is basically students. The features are clear visual, diagram, and gauge narration. For this, the features, students can actually, when they're watching a video, they can actually know what they are doing when they're actually watching the video. So it's very easy. So for my first resource identification, Quizlet, as I've said in 3 points, it's easy to use. It offers better features that works for classroom facilitation. And the third point is that it's independent study. Students can depend on this thing to actually study and know what the teachers are teaching. So these are the steps for you to do when you're trying to count. First, you type your Quizlet.com on the URL thing, you click on sign up. So that's what I've done. Sign up, and then after you click on sign up, this thing will appear. So I prefer continuing with Google because it's very easy. So yeah, sign in with Google account, fill in you as a teacher. So when you try to sign up, because you're a teacher, you try to teach the students. So you fill in as your teacher and then write which school you're from. So basically in this quiz, you have to actually know which school you're from and what type of teacher you are. Third point is, for my third step, is that after you've signed in, after you've done that, you click on the plus sign, which shows on about that. So after you click on the plus sign, a menu bar will appear. After that, click on study set. After you click on study set, the things will appear to fill in the chapter of your lessons. So here, as I've done, basic technology, chapter 4, handles and materials, and after you can continue. After you fill in the chapter that you are trying to base your lesson on, after that you fill in the terms as I've done it. There's a plus term, so what I've done there is wallet. I've written there wallet, and then a big thing like that. So they'll actually ask what type of wallet you want to do. So I did a carpentry wallet. So after that, fill in the term, I started according to what you are teaching. The next one I choose the problem as to what best suits the term you're teaching. That's what I did. I've done the carpentry model over there. So after that, the definitions will come and just choose the image according to the terms so that students are able to know what you're actually talking about when you're doing model. So I've actually done the, there's another one here. So I've done claw hammer, there's another example here. Claw hammer. And then after that, after you click on the definition, what type of definition you want, there's other columns that says the definitions. So for that, I've searched carpenter's tool used to drive and pull out nails. After you've done that, the image, so students can actually know what claw hammer is. So I've done it, and then I've chosen the image over there. Just choose which type of image you want, for the students to actually understand when you're talking about claw hammer. So after you finish that, the last thing you'll do is that after you've created your study set, the last thing you do is that after finishing the terms and the definitions you want to teach your students, later the teacher will have to start a class. So that the plus sign, start a class. It's really important. So, and the step they fill in the details, the name of your subject, which is name, the chapters, and students are able to identify your class by seeing the year, which year you're trying to teach, and the subject is the topic. So that's what I'm doing here. Okay, the new class, basic technology, master data, year end, and the chapter based on is entrance and materials. So after that, the last is the final step. So after you created your class, you can actually add the set. Final step, you add your study set, you've already done. In the add study tab, written on the page, after doing these things, then you got the invitation link and paste it on any platform that allows the student to see so that they're able to access the documents that you've done. So basically, what I'm trying to explain there is that after you've created your documents, you add a study set in. So the things that you want the things that you've done before in the before steps that I've already talked about, you add that study set into this thing. And then after you've done that, you copy this invitation link on any Bible platforms where the students are able to access, as I've said there. You copy and you paste that so that students are so that they can click on the link, so that they can access it. My second resource identification is YouTube. As I've said before, it's mainly for reference purposes, and the second point is to actually give people the knowledge of these inventions. How to download videos from Khan. The reason why I've chosen YouTube is that because since it's in an online class, students are able to know when I'm talking about different types of materials and hand tools. The reason why I'm using videos is that students are able to know what type of hand tools I'm talking about and how they are able to use it. So that's why I'm doing videos, YouTube videos as well. So in order for you to download and you paste it on any card, what you do is that you go to the YouTube website, you copy the URL, you search what type of videos you want. As I've said, simple hand tools. For that, you choose what type of video you want, you copy the link on top here. And then for that, you go to another website. It's either you search YouTube converter, or for me, I use y2link.is. So from there, you copy the link and you paste it. After you paste it, you press on start. And then from there, you can follow the steps on how you can download your video. This is my video. So yeah, the different types of steps, the different types of hand tools. It's showing how to use the different types of tools that Chip showed there, as you can see. There, the spanner, it's also a spanner. This is the different types of hand tools, I've said. And this is my link below. Next slide. So for my resource identification, the abilities, its effectiveness, and the challenges faced by the teacher. So for me, the effectiveness of using the resource identification I've used is that its effectiveness is that students are able to understand, as I've said, more clear understanding. My second point is that more clear understanding to how the tools are being used, what type of tools they are and how they are being used. The second thing is usage. So its usage is that the interface of Quizlet is more flexible, easy to use. You can easily access it no matter what. Whether you're a teacher or student, you can access it. My second point is that as a teacher, it is simple to integrate. And my third point is that the challenges faced. So basically, when you're in we don't know which school you are. My first point is that the internet. Basically, we all know what we're talking about when we talk about the internet. Because mostly, small schools in rural areas, small students that are able to access internet. Whether the phones, most people don't have any phones. The second part is storage space. Okay. For my engagement studying and achievement. So after this lesson, what I've done is that students love to engage, and the engagement percentage is 100%. So basically, students love that. When we talk about internet, students are able to use internet no matter what, because we have a new generation. That's why. Second point is that it is more clear understanding to how the tools are being used, basically because of what I've used. YouTube, the videos, and second thing is Quizlet. The second one, understanding. The understanding clear and precise, understanding of the precise words based on the lesson. And the last thing is the achievement. My achievement is that mostly my content learning outcome, it goes together with my most of my objective, and my content learning outcome goes together with it aligns with my objective. How did I overcome these challenges? For the challenges that I've stated in my third last point. Using a more efficient approach towards my student. Second point, using a more safe environment for students to feel comfortable when they are learning. And my last point is that following the new adoption era of learning, which is the usage of e-learning. E-learning is basically internet learning. That's why I used Quizlet and YouTube. Nothing. Any questions?
How does your pedagogy relate to you as a teacher towards your students?
As for that, can you go to the second slide? Another question. Excuse. Another question. Can you repeat the question again?
How does your pedagogy relate to you as a teacher towards your students?
Okay, so for this, for my pedagogy, as I said, formative assessment. Formative assessment, when we're in class, students are able to know when, because formative assessment is done during class. So for that, we are able to ask students, given hand-tool materials during practical classes. Students are able to understand when you are conducting during class. So students are able to understand the concept when you are doing it with them in class. Okay.
Thank you.
And for my second pedagogy, constructive learning. For second, according to knowledge, skill, and use of ideas and experience. So for this, I've done a lot of things. When you are this in constructive learning, students learn when they do things on their own. That's why I use Quizlet to actually help them understand, and the videos too, for them to watch and to know what they're doing when we're in class, so that they're at home, they're able to come. Set.
Thank you.
Bye.